Hello and welcome to the Comics Atlas. This is the series in which we talk about the complete history of comic book characters. Today we do right by Matt Murdock and check out how's the life of the blind lawyer. For the first time we have stories that span more than one issue, so without further ado, let's get to it. The first story starts in issue 10 with a prison break. A man dressed in a catsuit enters prison and rescues a bolt-blocking prisoner. After the rescue is completed, we meet the mastermind behind the operation. He is the organizer, a man under a purple hood who is recruiting dangerous men. Giving them animal suits that enhances their abilities, he orders them to commit crimes. We cut to Nelson and Murdock as a very enthusiastic Foggy reveals that he has been nominated for District Attorney. Now, on a party for Foggy's party, we meet the men that want to nominate him. At the same time, Nelson is reintroduced to Deborah Harris, his former crush from junior high, instantly falling for her again. Matthew is occupied in the meantime stopping a frogman from infiltrating the party. The man escapes, but Daredevil is put on alert, and as a Birdman is in robbing money from Foggy's party, the superhero stops him. Matt hears that the organizer is a party insider, but is unsure what his next move is, so he falls for a setup from a Catman and is incriminated for a bank robbery. Sometime later, at another party, Deborah is kidnapped by the Birdman. Daredevil comes to the rescue, but he is only able to stop the Catman. The ape comes to his rescue, but Matt stops him and follows him to their hideout, where it's clear Deborah is actually working alongside the organizer. Daredevil saves Foggy's woman, but he's quick to warn his partner about the party. They decide to set a trap for the party leadership, knowing the organizer is one of them and will be forced to react. The trap works, and now Foggy knows his party is corrupt. Confronting Deborah, Matt is able to switch places with Frogman and leads the police to the organizer, who is broadcasted on live TV. Later, at a party meeting, it's clear that the party is over and the organizer appears on TV again, pledging to take his revenge. The animal henchmen then appear to wreck the place, but Daredevil is able to knock them all out. Matt then proceeds to reveal that Abner Jones, the candidate for mayor, is the organizer, recognizing a distinctive rib that he used while being both personas. The story ends with Matthew deciding to leave Foggy and Karen as they owe rent, and he feels that the only way to solve the problem is for his partner and secretary to move to a smaller place without him. The second story starts in issue 12 as we catch up to a melancholic Murdock when he leaves New York City. He boards a ship to go away, but a pirate called the Plunderer prevents the smooth sailing. Daredevil fights the pirates head-on, but in a hostage situation he's forced to surrender. The pirates let the ship escape but take the superhero with them. As the pirate ship turns into a submarine, we learn the pirates are headed to a place called the Skull Island. While the pirates plunder, we're introduced to Kazar, the Lord of the Jungle, and his saber-toothed tiger Sabu as they fight a dinosaur. After the fight, Kazar realizes that a group of swanmen are also going to Skull Island. Time passes and the plunderers Voyage make their way to Kazar's land. The wild man attacks the pirates and even Daredevil gets in on the action. Explosion occurs and Kazar retreats, saving an unconscious Daredevil as he praises his courage. Meaning to do good by the Red Hero, Kazar goes to the jungle in search for herbs to cure his ailment when he's attacked by a giant plant monster. Of course, when Kazar is away, a giant ape man attacks Matthew. Both men make their struggles, but it's the Plunderer who saves Daredevil. When Kazar returns, Sabu falls in a trap as the Plunderer shares wars with the Lord of the Jungle. Noting that they have identical pieces of a glowing rock, we learn that Kazar and the Plunderer are brothers. In the confusion, the wild man is captured and the pirates make their way back home to England. Now in Europe, we learn that the man's father found a mineral capable to vibrate strongly enough to wreak havoc in a huge area. He shaped it in the form of a medallion and gave one half to each of his sons. The Plunderer then instructs Daredevil to get Kazar's half as the colorful heroes do battle once again. In the middle of the fight, Daredevil uses Kazar's body to knock the Plunderer as both men make their escape. The police and a web of spies get involved, which lead to Kazar being captured by the law enforcers and the Plunderer collecting both halves of the medallion. Now, the villain dons a new costume and channels the medallion's power into a ray on his wrist. He goes on full evil mode and invades a military base as he plans to take over the world. Daredevil infiltrates the raid and realizes the weapon can function against plastic. A final battle starts and Daredevil quickly turns the momentum against the Plunderer. Feeling defeat is near, the former pirates surrender and Daredevil is finally able to bring the problematic leader to justice. In one last act of grace, the Plunderer confesses of his crimes and absolves Kazar from any wrongdoing. We catch one last glimpse of Matthew alongside Nelson and Karen, who were previously wired in to come to England. The three of them seems to be happy to work together again as they made their last reflection on Kazar's case. In my opinion, it was not necessary for the story involving Kazar to be 3 issues long. The execution of the story shows why it doesn't make much sense to tangle the blind vigilante and the Lord of the Jungle. The story had something interesting with the Plunderer and Kazar being brothers, but it quickly turned into another nutcase trying to rule the world or whatever. I like the mystery on the organizer's story. Having the lawyers in a story with political implications just makes more sense than going to the jungle. The animal men were notable but did their job as underlings. I'm also glad that Foggy got some spotlight moments here, as the experience should be a lesson for the character. The main flaw in this story was we, the readers, not having any connections with the main suspects of being under the hood. So in the end, the revelations lacks any kind of long-term consequences. Nice outing though. Anyway guys, that's all for today. Don't forget to leave a like, share and subscribe below. This is the Comics Atlas and I wish you all a nice existence.